Panthers since 1996. Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. We welcome you to EA Sports coverage of the National Football League. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Dalton to throw it right away. That's to the rookie from South Carolina, Xavier Legette. And he's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. Second and a yard. Now the first carry for Chuba Hubbard. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. Second and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Mingo, the man in motion. To throw is Dalton. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend. So give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
The motion man is Sanders. Now it's Dalton. There's a short one caught by Sanders.
This is one of those throws where I don't think the risk is worth the reward. If you're going to throw the ball into tight coverage and take a chance, it better lead to a big gain. And in this case, a pretty modest pickup, considering that was a risky throw.
They need 8 as they come up for third down. Dalton to throw. Catch made, right side. It's Johnson. It's a pickup of 13 yards. It's good for a Panther first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and there wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground in line, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Dalton. Short one there, caught by Tremble. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
And he'll work his way down inside the 30. Chewing off 7 yards on that one. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Mingo, the man in motion. Throwing, Dalton. It's caught. Mingo with the grab. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
On the give, it's Hubbard. And he'll take this down to about the 15. Here's a 2nd and 9. Here's Dalton. That's to the right, caught by Sanders. And the Panthers are going to be looking at a 1st and goal. They move it down to the 4.
Well, this is how you dream up the opening script. You get the ball first, and you want to go down and set the tone for the rest of the game. Well, it looks like the coaches did a great job when they built that script during the week. But that big-time throw, they got a shot now with 1st and goal to end this opening drive with...
That is caught back corner of the end zone. Tommy Tremble. Touchdown, Carolina. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Ray McLeod on the return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. First and 10. Cousins going to throw to start things. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Every offensive coordinator has drive starters, meaning it's a completion, it's a run play that we feel great about, it's a screen. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
These are the chunk plays they thought they could get here against this pass defense. They thought the passing game favored their offense in this matchup, and I think we can expect this to be the case the rest of the game.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He's got this to Bijan Robinson. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Robinson. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. So a big 3rd down hookup takes us to the break. 7-0 is our score. And we'll return to Charlotte in a moment. On 1st down, right back to Robinson. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. Short throw taken by Pitts. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
He's got his tight end. That's Pitts. And he's going to have the first down. They convert on third, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
This is caught toward the side of the end zone. Darnell Mooney. Touchdown, Falcons.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Raheem Blackshear on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Panthers offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Mingo, the man in motion. Now Dalton. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie. On 1st down, Cousins. That'll be caught by the running back Robinson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. That's caught. It's Charlie Werner, the tight end.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Cousins out of the gun on 3rd down. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a 1st down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
A 1st down throw for Cousins. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
Now Cousins on the bootleg. His throw left side is complete. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. Throwing his Cousins. This one caught at the 4. And he goes out of bounds at the 3. And from there, it's going to be 1st and goal.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Now, Cousins. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
Over the top, he's got it. Drake London, touchdown Atlanta. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. Here now, second down and goal. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. That one, taken in. Drake London, touchdown Falcons. Tight spaces down there, things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Panthers offense ready to take over once again. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. To throw is Dalton. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Slot receiver headed right. Now it's Dalton. That's into the hands of Mingo. A gain of 16 yards. It's a Carolina first down.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, ball's on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
That's a short pickup to about the 47. The safety, Justin Simmons, with the stop. Dalton to throw. That's caught over the middle by Johnson. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half.
These are the type of plays that drive a coach crazy in the film room, and you have to learn as a quarterback to avoid. You can take some chances. You can push the ball downfield, but not only to pick up a couple yards. You got to pick your chances of when you want.
Pressure gets there, and down he goes. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first, as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. Punting time for the Panthers, set to kick this one away. Ray McLeod, deep to return. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Cousins. That one is caught by Mooney. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode. And that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points. I'll tell you what, Mike, considering how this offense has played in the first couple possessions, I'm surprised that one wasn't completed. It seems like that's the first miss of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Continue to build on this momentum, because so far they've come out hot in this one.
2nd down, Cousins. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. That's complete to McLeod. A gain there of 10 yards. 1st down, Atlanta.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points. But either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
Falcons go ahead and take their 2nd timeout as it comes to 22 seconds remaining till halftime. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Cousins gonna throw. Over the middle, that's his tight end, Pitts. Now they are in business, inside the 15-yard line. Now a signal, timeout called, 9 seconds left to play in this first half. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Here's Cousins. To the goal line and in. Drake London. Touchdown, Atlanta. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
The clock showing 5 seconds remaining in this half as the kick's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. The Panthers offense going to take over just before the half. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Here's Dalton. Oh, and he's going to go down. He could not get rid of it, and that's going to bring an end to this first half. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Falcons offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. Mooney in motion. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Throwing now, Cousins. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Third down, 3 to go. Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. And this is going to be incomplete. That's great work to get in there and make things difficult defensively, setting up a 4th down.
So you have to imagine this offense goes in at halftime. They're feeling pretty good about the position they are, especially knowing they possess the ball coming out for the second half. You want to put together a great drive and add to the lead. No time to be conservative, no time to just sit on this ball and punt. You want to keep the pressure on the defense and score every time you get it.
And that's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Tremble comes in motion. Throwing, Dalton. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Dalton. Open man downfield. It's Leggett. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Now Dalton. That's caught. It's Miles Sanders. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Running these underneath crossing routes, you wouldn't imagine lead to a lot of explosive plays, but when done right, if you can get the receiver in open space and get the ball in their hands, there's a lot of opportunity for big run after the catch and generate chunk plays.
Back to the air one more time. Right back to Johnson. He's got it again. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw, and they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Here's 2nd and 6. They're going to run right over center with Hubbard. And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
They'll try to keep the drive rolling, facing 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And he'll take it on in. Xavier Legette. Touchdown, Panthers. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Avery Williams on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense headed back to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Pitts is the man in motion. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
Through the first half, it was clear. This pass protection, this offensive line unit, they were clearly up for the challenge. The pass rush was non-existent. But here in the second half, you can sense a little bit more urgency. You can see them start playing with a little more speed and intensity, and it pays off there with their first sack of the day.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. He's got his man. It's Mooney. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's...
And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a second.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. Tremble comes in motion. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's right side, taken in by Tremble. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
The motion man is Johnson. To throw is Dalton. That's to the sideline, taken in by Johnson. So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Tremble comes in motion. Now it's Dalton. That's taken in right side by Leggett. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
That one good for 18 yards and to the 18-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll stick to the ground. A second effort, and he is in. Chuba Hubbard, touchdown Carolina. A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. This one tight throughout, all level at 21 as they'll search for a go-ahead score. An unbalanced look to the left here on 1st down. Cousins. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Cousins now on 2nd down. Now he'll air one out. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up third down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's fourth down.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on fourth down. If he doesn't pick up the extra yards after the catch, they've got a fourth down play call they feel great about, and we're going to see what it looks like.
The Panthers offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. We're all even, fourth quarter, so every drive so important at this stage. And they'll start with 1st and 10. The motion man is Johnson. Dalton to throw. Going to set up the screen here to Hubbard. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
That one complete to Leggett.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. The motion man is Johnson. They'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Falcons offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He's going to take a shot here for Mooney. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Defensively, you put so much effort about defending the middle of the field. You know that's the valuable real estate every offense is looking to attack. But what does that do, Mike? It makes you a little susceptible to the throws outside the numbers, and it leads to a chunk play.
Flags coming. Looks like there was movement on the right side of the O-line. Cousins. That'll be caught by McLeod.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
2nd and 11. Cousins now. That's complete to McLeod. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and There's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
You get in these situations, third down, tie game, fourth quarter. I mean, this is really where your quarterback makes his money. You are going to put your faith and say, all right, what is the best play for this offense to execute? And the game really rests in the hands of your quarterback. And he continues to come up with these third down pickups and continues to extend this drive. He's got a shot to come away the hero and win this game here late. I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage. We see quarterbacks do that all the time, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Here's Robinson, and he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. So here comes Younghoe Koo in a pressure spot. This to grab a late lead. This kick is good. They move out front and take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the fourth quarter.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The home team's offense about ready to take over once more. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Looking left side is tight end Tremble. And he's going to be out of bounds as the clock will stop. We're stopped anyway as we've hit the 2-minute warning. 16 yards on the game and a quick first down. Dalton. Got a man. That's Leggett. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Throwing, Dalton. He'll dump this down to Hubbard. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
Jatavian Sanders was the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2-minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
A big play in the game now. 3rd down and 1. They'll run with Sanders. And he's going to have the first down yardage. The stop made at the 31, but a new set of downs. First down picked up. Now Dalton. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. Late in the game, a big turnover goes back the other way. A back-breaking score.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, Mike, you're just trying to make something happen. You find yourself trailing, less than 2 minutes remain. You're just taking some chances. In this case, the chances backfire, and the other team's able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. On the return, here comes Blackshear. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And the kicking team right there, stopping him before he can get to the 15-yard line. The home team's offense ready to get back at it. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming, getting started with 1st and 10. Here's Dalton. That pass sideline is caught. Nice catch. Stays in bounds. And he's got the first down. Terrific job with the feet to make that one a grab. A first down there on a gain of 12. Here's 1st down. Back to throw. And he'll let it go deep for Johnson.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. That into the hands of Hubbard. And he's brought down, but they are out of timeouts. The defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd down and 9. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's going to be incomplete, so no help there. And we're likely down to a final snap.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Here we go. One final play. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. So it's a win for the visiting Falcons. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.